Welcome back to my podcast, What Men Want, Couch Conversations with me, Jessica B. Listen, I'm so excited to get into today's topic. We're talking about boundaries. Listen, and what fueled this conversation is what's kind of going viral right now on social media. Everybody is being so hard on Kierra Sheard for the comment that she made. Now, the comment that she made, she was being interviewed and basically went into the discussion with the young lady about how when she has friends coming into town, she'll get them a hotel room versus them staying at her house with her and her man. Well, here's how I feel about that. I don't see anything wrong with it. A lot of people are trying to say that she's being insecure. A lot of people are saying that if she can't trust her friends or her husband, she needs to get her a new man and she needs to check her friends. Well, here's my take on all of that. And sips wine. I'm speaking from personal experience. For those of y'all that don't know or maybe are new to following me on What Men Want, I was once upon a time married. And through part of that divorce, what happened was my now ex-husband and my now ex-best friend decided to hook up. And now they have kids and are married and are living happily ever after. The crazy part of it is that for me, those two people were the most important people to me. I don't have kids. You know, all I needed was my man and my best friend. I literally trusted both of them with my life. And when shit hit the fan, my best friend runs to my man. There was no, I'm Jessica's friend at the end of the day, so I'm going to ride with her. It wasn't any of that. Like, she decided to insert herself and be whatever it was she is. Now, disclaimer, because I know some of you that will probably see this video are either still in communication with one or both of them. Let me be perfectly clear. I am not upset, angry. I'm not holding a grudge about it. I actually wish them well. When he called to tell me that she was pregnant, I wished her well. I checked on her. I wanted everything to be okay. I wanted everything with their twins to be okay. All of that. I wish them well. I even I asked him, this was a while back, but I asked him, like, dude, it's been years. You need to go and marry that girl. So when it comes to Kierra Sheard, I can understand the boundaries that she's putting into place, because you can't put it past anybody. I have friends now who, if you say something and it reminds me of something that I've been through, or if I believe that this is how certain things began or transpired in the beginning, then I'm gonna let you know up front, like, hey, that's not cool. Don't say to me or around me, oh, I love your house. Oh, one day I'm gonna have this like Jessica. One day I'm gonna have, no. Don't look at what I got. That ain't for you. What I have is for me. Okay? So that's just first and foremost. That's first and foremost. And the second thing is, she's talking about having grown women in the house overnight with her man. Now, I don't know personally any of my friends, especially when they are supposed to be relaxed or, just at ease for the day, who are walking around fully dressed from head to toe. Who wants to do that? If I'm coming to your spot, or if you're coming around me and we supposed to be hanging, chilling out, you staying, at my house or whatever, then I want you to be comfortable. But I know as women, what's comfortable for us? What's comfortable for us is I'm gonna take my bra off and just be comfortable. Well, sweetie, you're not gonna be sitting around walking around my man with Lucy and Ethel just flying all over the place. You're not. Strap them girls up. I don't want to see your nipples through your shirt. I don't want to see any of that. We like to walk around in booty shorts or boy shorts or whatever it is. I'm not about to have a group of women in front of my man doing that. Now, do I trust my man? Absolutely. The friends that I would even think about having over in that capacity, like if for whatever reason they were traveling into town or whatever, do I trust them? Yes. But at the end of the day, at the end and the beginning of a day, a man is a man. He doesn't go blind just because he's in a relationship. That's not what happens. And I feel like a lot of women feel like that's what happens. Oh, you in a relationship with me, you shouldn't see nobody else. That's like a white person telling black people, I teach my kids not to see color. So you teaching them to be color blind? No. He doesn't go blind to other women just because he's in a relationship with you. That's not how it works. So I'm not even about to put the bait in front of him. Do you understand what? But for the social media judge and jury to just jump down Kiara's throat because she's trying to protect the relationship that means the most to her in the world. Listen, I'm here for it. Because before another woman do me how my ex-best friend do me, baby, you best believe I'm going to have you at a hotel. Better yet, if it's supposed to be a girls' weekend, we're going to go get an Airbnb, because I'm not about to inconvenience my man, but by us up with our antics all night, or, in the morning, blah, 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 blah. We're not about to do all of that. Either we're going to go get an Airbnb, or if we're taking over the house, then I'm going to make sure that he either has plans that weekend so that he can be with his homeboys or doing whatever he's doing, so that we're not in each other's way for that weekend or for however long they're in town. So that's that. But in this regard, I think not only should women think about this situation, but let's flip the script. Let's say Kiara's husband had homeboys that wanted to come over. Now, I don't know if y'all done seen Kiara's husband. He's, a nice looking young man. He's in shape, he's definitely not overweight. He's a nice, handsome man. So let's say he have a couple of homeboys trying to come over. You gonna let your homeboys stay in the house with your woman for days? Now, let's be grown about the situation. Most men don't sleep in drawers either. They'll sleep in shorts, or they'll sleep in their boxer briefs or whatever. You gonna let a man come out the room and your wife in the kitchen cooking breakfast and he's just in his drawers and a wife beater? That's okay for you? Because I'm pretty sure the females would love to see that happen. You want to say something?
Oh, I mean,
go ahead.
Now only because, well, first off, how many friends we talking about? How many friends coming over?
It don't matter. 2 or more.
2 or more. If it's two, cool. But I think men, we have a innate sense of saying, you know what, you live with your old lady. Even if I'm coming in town, I'm still gonna get a hotel room. I don't care how much time I spend at your crib around you and your old lady. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go stay at this hotel. It's not even up for consideration. But I am talking for men who are over 35.
Okay.
So by doing so, we have an innate, it's all right, man, I'm coming to the city. It's more so where I need to stay at. Where I need to stay to be close to the action. Like, over 35, I do believe men stop being frugal when it comes to going out of town and things like that. We like to have our own space. Or even the men I hang around. We like to have our own space. We like to have our own room. You know, we like to have our own stuff. You know, when it's time to phone bone with y'all later, we gonna go to the hotel room, the room that's mine, and I ain't gotta worry about somebody busting off in there playing their music loud or whatever. You know, I'm gonna have my little conversation, and then we can meet up in somebody else's room. You know, that's just how we are. That's just how I choose. If I got an acquaintance, I ain't even call him a friend, but if I got an acquaintance that come up and be like, hey, we can share a room, and it's not in the middle of nowhere, if I'm not in the middle of rural Louisiana or rural Texas, man, you get your own room.
Right.
You got to get your own room, homie. But like I used to say when I was younger, when I first started doing it, my analogy was, man, you know, dudes, we like to piss in the shower. I don't want to be standing on another man's pee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I used to say back. But you know, I'm a country nigga, so but yeah, so I think it's a little different for us men because we not gonna come into another man's domicile, even if that is my homie. Now, if it's one, like if it's your best friend, my partner, or your homie, and it's just one of them, all right. But at the same time, he's still gonna respect the household, and he ain't finna wear less clothes than me.
Right.
So it is what it is. It's like, you know. Now, women on the other hand, I've been around a lot, like at a house back when I lived in Tennessee, at a house where my ex-girl, she had her line sisters in town. And they came out dressed scantily clad. Like they knew I was there, but then they was like, girl, nah, this is, you know, and I told her, like, hey man, I ain't your gay homeboy. Like, hey, tell your girls they need to put some clothes on. Like, nah, at the end of the day, I'm still a man.
Absolutely.
So, and they were coming downstairs and they bore shorts and titties out, I mean chest out and stuff. I'm like, man, say, man, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna come back. Here y'all breakfast. I'm gonna come back in a couple hours, let y'all get yourself together. But she checked. She ended up saying, man, take y'all ass upstairs to put some clothes on my dude here. Like, you know, but they were like, nah, ain't nobody but him. So, you know, and then I was just like, man, you know what? I said, yeah, but that's different. Y'all women it could be 4, 5 of y'all in one hotel room. I'm not doing that. Like, how we gonna sleep? Feet to head? Nah.
I mean, and you know, I get all of that. And men are different. If men are out in public or somewhere and one of y'all got to go to the bathroom, y'all not finna go as a group. As a woman, we either finna tell somebody we finna go with the expectation for you to go with us, you know, whatever. So it is slightly different in that regard. But going back to just the boundaries of it. A lot of people are saying that that's insecure of Kiera for her to say, my friend's not gonna stay in my house, they're staying at a hotel. Well,
I bet good money the same people who said that
are single.
Got a family member that they won't even let over to their house when they do that. I'm pretty sure they do.
I think about Soul Food.
Bird and ain't it Bird?
Faith and
yeah.
I can't even think of his name, but
yeah.
Faith screwed Vanessa Williams' husband.
Yeah.
Then they was trying to be nice to her, let her get back on her feet, all that. Y'all, that is exactly what happened to me. My ex-best friend, she was in an abusive relationship or whatever, and all this other kind of stuff. And I can call you sister, I can call you friend, all the other kind of stuff. But when it comes to what I say is mine, my Nick, that's mine.
They tell you to the tango though.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does.
So
now, granted, in my ex-husband's defense, at the time of all of this happening, he and I were not in a strong place. We were very, very much so dwindling out of the relationship on both sides of the spectrum.
And then y'all were young too, so that's another factor.
He was 4, almost 5 years older than me. It happened when I was 27.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, there's just a lot of things to think about, but I don't, however, feel that just because I'm trying to protect my house, that's an insecurity. It's actually called discernment,
Yeah.
and it's actually called being proactive. Versus having to react to a oops situation, I'm gonna make sure there's no oops chances possible. However, a man and or woman can cheat whenever if he really want to cheat or she really want to cheat. It ain't got to be with your homegirls or your homeboys.